Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Expeditions Vikings. We're on our way to the swamp to deal with a pagan. I don't remember exactly what his crime was, but right, we still needed a camp, which may not be the most exciting thing to start off an episode with, but I didn't want to do it off screen in case there are events. So I guess we'll see. And I think I remembered to level up. Yes, I level up between episodes, just getting everyone up to spending the 250 points. So now, whatever points we get, we can start putting them into 5th level skills. So everyone is up to having spent the 250, which was kind of challenging in some cases. With that out of the way, we need to heal you of your moderate infection, and hopefully you don't get a new one immediately afterwards. We need to do a tiny bit of preserving, but not actually much. So you can partially heal him, but I don't think that's going to be complete. We need one more healer. We'll go with Roskva. Just to be sure. Yeah. No other healing needed, so you'll do witchcraft. You're already doing the preserving. Should I focus on more crafting? I kind of want to keep waiting until I get her craft up to 5. That way the gear she makes is the best possible gear, rather than building some just decent gear. So with that in mind, I'll just have you do more hunting. We're in an area with a decent amount of food. You're scouting. Apparently I'm also scouting. That seems a little excessive. Probably some of us should do... I guess you can do witchcraft. We still have herbs enough for that. And all you have is either scout or guard. Do I then hunt? Suppose it seems more useful than having 3 people focused on scouting when we've been maxed with just 1. We'll go with that. I don't need to overly focus on it. Roskva still has shifts, do you? So you do. I guess I'll have you hunt. Sure. The next morning, you leave your tent to find Nefja sitting groggily next to the ashes of the campfire, attacking what appears to be a blonde bird's nest on her head with a comb. So there is an event. She mumbles a greeting without refocusing from the middle... I can't talk today. She mumbles a greeting without refocusing from the middle distance. Morning. You don't look like you got much sleep. Wow, you look like a mess. Rude. You don't look like you got much sleep. No, I had a really bad dream. We've had a few of those lately. In fact, I think we gave her the spear that we got in our bad dream. She finally concedes defeat, looks like her hair is staying tangled and frayed for the foreseeable future, and fixes you with a harried look. I dreamt of Aethra. That's her sister, who we think should have healed because we got her the medicine. I think we saw her up and about before we set sail. Probably? She was walking through a meadow naked. There were ravens circling her. She strains to remember the details of her nightmare. It was twilight. Like the endless twilight we get in the summer. One of the ravens landed on her and dug its claws into her, but she didn't bleed. I shouted for her, but I couldn't hear my own voice. I'm wondering if the... Obviously ravens, I think, are tied to Odin. But I'm wondering if this is sort of a standard viewpoint of what they see death as. If she's worried that her sister is dead or dying. Nefja is silent for a long time, staring into the ashes. She's dying. She was dying when we left. Maybe she's already dead now. We got her that medicine. Didn't it help? She heaves a long sigh, the kind that pulls tears out if you let it. But Nefja doesn't cry. For a bit, she got out of bed, could walk around a little. It kept the curse in check, but didn't end it. Curse. Hellsought. Disease. Same thing. It is just a dream. We should go back and check on her. It's not actually that far away. We probably could. Like, I don't like wasting time, but it feels like we are way ahead of schedule. Granted, we've got a whole war to fight, and I don't know how long that's going to take. Well, do your best to push it out of your mind. We must focus on the threats we face here. I'm going to start with this. It says it's not going to end the conversation. It's just a dream. I know what it is to dream, and this was not it. This was an omen. Then we should go back and check on her. She meets your gaze again, and there's fear in her eyes, but she nods. As soon as we can spare the time, if you'll take me back home, I'd be grateful. We were talking about heading back to our boat soon, with the intent to see if we could sail up to either of the other locations. Because our boat is still parked on that beach, even though we're now allowed to stop here at Eofawick. We've gotten the permission. I believe it's still here at the beach village. Hopefully, if I go all the way back there. Well, we have to go there anyway because one of our quests is there. So it wouldn't be bad. It's not going to be out of the way or wasted time. So yeah, we'll go to the swamp. Then we're going to head here. And then the goal was to see if we could sail to either Perth or the other area up north. I'm guessing we can't sail to Perth because we haven't gotten permission to dock there. The other one being off screen, clearly we have to sail there. But then we could also potentially swing by our home just to see how everything's going. Our upgrades are still going along quite nicely. We've fully leveled up the blacksmith, the moor, and we're working on the thing. And then probably the longhouse will be my next goal. And then all we have are these extra things that don't give weekly benefits. As far as I can tell. They just have costs. 1,000 valuables. 1,500 valuables. Yikes. Okay, so some of these are going to be fairly spendy. Which it's a good thing we've collected an absurd amount of valuables we haven't used at all. Anyway, moving on. Grab some wood. Grab some more wood. And see what we can find in the swamp. I think we've already been in this swamp. Maybe? No. We came here. Where we fought the... Or did we go to the swamp to get the note? To tell us to then go there. To fight Osred's men. I don't remember. Part of me is thinking I should switch out Ace Leaf for Adis.
Charming place. This really is a land of endless wonder.
Because we've... Okay, we have explored here. Yes, this is where the ancient tower was. Yeah, so with Ace Leaf still just really hating us all the time, makes it hard for me to justify continuing to bring him, versus Adis is also a shield user. We haven't bought up her skills enough, but she's an axe-focused person, and we've seen with Gunnar how useful axes are, particularly with the shield hook that I use all the time. So if we had another axe user, I think that's probably more useful than... What do you even get for your sword? Ready, which I hardly ever use, and then heavy swing is nice. But I think axe has some equivalent-ish. I mean, ignoring damage reduction, although usually we can get to a position where we can flank, which also kills damage reduction. Marks the target for a killing blow on the next turn, which will instantly dismember them if it deals any damage. Yeah, see, I don't know that I'm going to use a lot of those. I might start swapping her in, because she really likes me, which means her resistances, not those, the damage resistance, but her, yeah, mental and physical resistances there are just way better than his. else. I don't know. Just thinking. So, what do we know about you? Pagan. Hereward, wanted for sorcerous heathenry, known to visit the swamp northeast of Viofwick. Reward bunch valuables alive or less dead. Right. They are sorcerers or whatever. Some form of pagan that we don't like. And it does look like they're around an altar with blood on it. And we were warned that he probably has a cult with him that we're going to have to deal with. Wow, there is no good place to get over there. There we are. You're clearly interrupting some sort of ritual. Brothers and sisters, it looks like we have visitors. Are you hereward? I know why you are here. You're here for my head. Well, you will not have it. Defend me, my children. Attack the outsiders. Okay. We're going for non-lethal. Technically, it's fine to be lethal on the rest of the cult. It's just him, wherever. Hereward, you. There's a here's with and a here's word. That's not confusing at all. I wasn't actually looking at levels, and I probably ought to have. Looks like mainly... Oh, you're level 0. Well, you're gonna die quick. Mainly level 6s. Hereward is a level 8 healer. Another civilian. Level 6 civilian, level 6. So all 6s besides 3 civilians, and then Hereward level 8. A level 8 healer. Why is it showing that I do no damage on you? Like, it's showing expected 93 to 96, but with most people... Oh, it's showing that I do... Oh, because I can't attack this turn. I really dislike the turns where I don't get to go first. Alright, Kettle, pull back as far as you can. We're going to hopefully not take tons of attacks. How far can you get? I guess I'll go there. Rospa, you can head back there. I'll have you stand in front of me. Perhaps I should have had him slightly more forward. Something like that seems fine enough. Move Kettle forward a touch. So they're going to get the first turn. If they have archers, and they have one, though some of them might pull out bows, then they can probably shoot us. And some of you probably have enough movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can get to him. Movement 5. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Because of that fallen tree, all of you are kind of cut off from us, at least for this turn, which is great. Okay, take your turn. So you're going to get free shot at whoever you want, with a fire arrow even. That's not ideal. Oh, and you just nearly one-shot me. That seems unfair. So someone's going to need to douse me. Hopefully someone has water on them. Ha! Even on fire, I wasn't demoralized. Excellent. Alright, first, I have water. Can I use it on myself? Brilliant. Rospa, I need you to heal me.
Shit! Let me take a look.
There are probably more useful things that I would have rather you do with your turn, but being nearly dead is not gonna work for me. Alright, so now we can actually decide what we're going to do for our turn. So I really want you dead. I can nearly make that happen by myself. What about you, Kettle? People in your way. You could move. Not a lot of point in me attacking if you don't die. So I'd have to commit myself and Kettle just taking out their archer, but I kind of want to because that fire arrow was real bad. And I could stand like here. They're all on the other side of that tree, so they couldn't really get around to me. We just have a couple of these commoners to deal with. Yeah. I'm doing it. 95% to hit. I suppose I could have actually gone in one of those positions because I think they are going to count as cover. Alright, and you're hereward, hiding in the back. What kind of damage are you guys doing? 53 to 63, 99 to 111. Dude. I mean, I guess that's the point of two-handed weapons. You just do so much more damage. And we can't get to a position where we can flank, obviously, in order to negate your damage. I would love to take you down. Nope. Worried about the civilians that probably can get to us. They're going to do basically no damage. Alright. I could charge you. You'll get some damage in. Shockingly, not a ton. Is it just that your axes have no armor piercing? Yeah, 4 AP. And I guess he just has really good armor. I need to build better armor. I keep putting it off, waiting for us to get crafting 5. And I probably shouldn't have. Alright. And I don't need to worry about a hook slash. So yes, let's charge you in. And get as much damage in as you can. On that guy. Now, with Nefia, your attacks go through. But in order to do that, I would need you in melee. Which means you're not going to be in melee. Or I could move you into melee. Do I think you with a charge can get the kill? It doesn't look like it. And I'm worried. I think the way the spear was written, it says whoever she stabs through takes the damage. Enemy or ally. Because I do recall one attack where it seemed like her spear hit Gunnar. Yeah. Still not quite the kill. So now I have to decide, do we send Nefia in to potentially hit one of my allies and him? Or do I have Kettle go for that kill as a nice easy kill? Then we leave you alive to shoot us again with a fire arrow. I guess, are fire arrows a thing you can do every turn? No, it's a one charge attack. which for whatever reason we have 2 copies of. So you can't do that anymore. Alright. So you're not as high of a priority. You're still a problem. Archers still suck. But I could have Kettle take out you, Skirmisher, and then Nefia could actually charge in here, take out you, and do a good amount of damage to the guy behind you. And that doesn't seem bad. Alright, Kettle. Let's have you take your shot. On the other hand, I keep redeciding things. I could actually have Kettle drop a ranging shot here on this group, because I think they're going to be grouped up here for a while. And then maybe do a quick shot. Take you out and then still get another shot on someone. Possibly the guy in the back, because Nephew is not going to kill them in one hit. I'm going to do that. So ranging shot here. That'll get all of you spotted, giving us great bonuses. And then you'll go for the quick shot here. Still 93. Make sure you die. And then the follow-up on the guy in back, 88%. Then if we send Nefia charging forward to hit here, I think if I am understanding the spear correctly, she should also hit the guy behind. No. Then is it that if I targeted the guy in back not with the charge, the guy in front would have also taken the hit? At some point I'll figure out how this spear of hers is supposed to work. All characters along attack path take damage. Alright. I don't know. I can move you guys forward now. No. I can move you two forward. Which might be a good call to keep them off of Nefia? Or off of Gunnar? Which of you has better armor? I think Nefia actually has the better armor. Your armor is 62. I guess I can just look here. And you're 48. But I can move Gunnar forward. So I could move the two of them up and protect Nefia. But perhaps it might be smarter just to move Aesleaf forward to protect both of them. I mean, the spear guy can still just do what he wants. And then Roskva, you can get into some cover, which I am not opposed to. Gunnar, you can still move. Do I... I'll just leave you there. I think it's fine. Healer's gonna heal the archer, as expected. But that means that their level 8 is not attacking me this turn, which is good. Resisted the stun. Perfect. Okay, you still got me with the extend. That's fair. Wow, you took an attack of opportunity just to step a couple of feet. Are you going to shoot me again? Yep. I don't know why you have it out for me specifically. But ideally, we'd want to end this fight this turn. Or as quickly as possible so that I don't take injuries. How do I make that happen? Kettle could do quick shots. The only one that's now within the spotted range is you. You've got a shield in the way. We could pull the shield out of the way. What's its absorption? 84% block chance. Absorbs 69. If I had you just do a heavy strike from where you are, how much damage are we talking? Okay, so if you hit the shield, it'll break it, but you'll do no damage to them. Or you have a chance of doing tons of damage, but still not killing. Versus I could move Gunnar forward and guarantee the shield's out of the way, doing no damage. Yeah, using Gunnar to remove the shield is better than risking that, because if it did go through, then we're still dealing with the shield. With you not being dead. So, let's actually move you to here. Get the flank. Then you can do the shield hook. And now you don't need to do the heavy attack, because they're flanked, so you already negated their damage reduction. Right? Now second guessing myself. Right, we can never look at what flanked means. For reasons that make no sense to me. I want to say that's what it means. Which means we're going to do way more damage than it's showing. Time to find out if I'm right. Yeah, we did more damage than it showed. I think the heavy blow was going to do more. Now, your shield has been removed, which means that I don't have to worry about you blocking a bow shot. So maybe a quick attack again. Still good chances, and Kettle might be able to take you out by himself. Perfect. Now we have Nefja and Roskva. I don't care about the civilian. Probably have you charge this guy. If I had you charge, you're going to stand in that square. So if I could get someone, maybe Gunnar. There, I cannot. Same with Ace Leaf. Darn. Alright, so we're not going to get the flank, unfortunately. I can move her there, but not with the attack. Alright, go for the charge anyway. It's a good amount of damage. And then Roskva. Really going to look forward to when you get to level 5 and can get the level 5 healing to bring people back up. Gonna go with damage reduction. Always a good choice. And I think that's... we can move people. Right, you're both civilians, so I think I'm fine with having my melee people ignore you. Let's move you... oh, that'll be an attack of opportunity. Then no. Let's move you forward. I'm suspicious that their healer is going to try and run forward, which could provoke an attack of opportunity. So I want to set up for that. Okay. Never mind, tactical move. That's fine. That means both of them have wasted their turn, and they just have one more competent individual in the fight. Who's got interrupt going. So we'll ideally want to trigger that. Are you in full cover? Okay, never mind. You can't even attack us this turn. That is really poor AI that they've got, where it regularly has them set up interrupts while they're in full cover. which means they can't actually use it. I've only got one square, unfortunately. Let's start with Nefia, because I don't want her attacking through an ally. I still think that's going to be a problem, even if I can't really prove it. Then you're going to do probably the most damage. Yeah, and you've got a bunch of stuff of getting through shields, but that doesn't help in this moment. So... not quite dead. Perhaps if I was smarter, I would have had Roskva use Thor's favor to boost our melee damage. Not really a great point in doing it now. But next turn, at the start of the turn, we'll go with that. And then Kettle and Ace Leaf. Ace Leaf can't get in there, unfortunately. He's just at a good choke point. So you can just start taking out their civilians, I suppose. Charge will be more than enough. And then Kettle... you might actually get hit if you move too far forward. You've got an 85 from where you're standing, so you can take that. There you go. You should be safe from getting shot if you... no? You're able to... I didn't think you would be able to shoot past that full cover. I guess you have some amount of sidestepping that the game allows. Well, you're both injured, which isn't ideal. Might need to just have Kettle take them out, because I don't want to send my meleeers all the way over there. I mean, I guess I could move Ace Leaf back. Probably doesn't matter what I do with him. I doubt he's going to really get back into the fight at this point. He's too far to position. I think where you are is fine. I'm going to start moving Roskva forward. Still in cover, because these people are starting to get a little injured. I suppose I will move Kettle forward as well. Not in cover. If he gets shot, that's fine. Spreading out the damage is going to be better than if they focus up on someone. And yeah, I'm definitely taking wounds from this, unfortunately. With just how long I've been down. Okay. No real damage to us. Excellent. What can you do, Ace Leaf? Not much, unfortunately. Charge would probably kill them. And the Nefia might be able to charge you. There you go. Yeah. That's them down. So now all we have... I was saying I wanted to use Roskva's shout for Thor. Not a lot of point at this point. Roskva, can you take them out? No. Unfortunately. What are your chances, Kettle, of hitting them? Hard to tell with the cover. I'm just thinking if I had you do a quick shot, yeah, you'll take the attack of opportunity. but guaranteed hit here, and guaranteed crit, which you definitely don't need. But if I'm lucky, you'll pull off a second shot here. 68 isn't great, but it's not bad. It's good enough. Better than having one more turn, which would be one more injury we receive. Okay, only a light puncture. Could have been worse, and we did use up our water. Hopefully we have another. If we check, we do have another water skin. Perfect. Let's loot the bodies. And that's another bounty down. Right, this is where we saw the information on our father, where he last was seen. Ooh, that was some armor. Is it good? 45. That could actually be pretty good. Like, even damaged, it's better than what I'm wearing. If we compare it to... We'd have to see what it looks like fixed up. It's even better than what Gunnar has, even in its current state. It reduces movement, which isn't great. And then Viginar's armor. I would rather have the ranged protection. Same with Kettle, same with... Well, it's better than what Broskva has. If I do decide to bring her in the party, I need to switch up her gear. And we would need another good tool axe. Or, you know, axe. Can I interact with these at all? Okay, I can break them. Now, I want to see what this said, because I don't remember. I remember it saying there are footsteps pointing south. But there's nothing on the map that I saw. Not that one. Thought it was over here somewhere. Evidence of our father. Was it you? I don't think so. Or maybe we just can't get that information again. So a light wound, not the end of the world. From here, we're going to head down to the beach, Scarborough. But that's going to be the end of this lesson. This episode. I don't know what's on my mind. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see you guys then. Bye.